Video successful.
Go, Aquabat. Go, Aquabat. Go, Aquabat. No!
28974.
28974.
Categorize it. Bunch of random stuff. I just want to see you categorize it. So I'm gonna put it down. You guys go for it.
Okay, guys, wait.
How are we
each
gonna do this?
work on one thing.
Maybe
Work on the kisses. No, wait. Okay, so let's just spread out the stuff and then categorize it first. Just take everything out.
Why don't we just dump it?
Because then it would get not.
I bet it's just dump it.
Dump it. Okay, so how about Gabriel grab all the kisses?
Yeah. Hey, someone.
Someone.
Wait, can we eat?
No. Okay, just.
How about we categorize everything that's green?
Yeah. Sure. Categorize everything that's green. Okay.
This is green. There's one more thing.
And this, why don't we categorize blue?
These are black.
Why don't we categorize blue?
Blue and red.
And money. Same color.
Red and orange.
Money. I got this.
Where's blue? That's
money too. That's
black. Black.
Black
White.
Black
Oh,
goes
here's
with the
black.
pen.
You just made
Oh, wait, these are black.
No.
We should go with blue.
Okay, yeah.
Red.
That's good. Good.
Wait, what do we do with the dollar? Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's the money goes together. Wait, is that a cent?
Orange.
Put it here. Put the cents here. Why? Because they're black.
No, they're not.
Well, put them right here because they're gray. They're by themselves. Okay. And let's multicolored. These are like
Just,
I'm
okay.
orange. Okay. Okay.
Maybe we should put them.
You guys are done?
Yeah, let's put them in their own group because they're like tan. Okay. Okay, done.
Yeah, we know.
Done?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Great job, guys. Now we're just gonna ask you some questions. So you guys Sorry. That's okay.
For now, yeah, it's fine. What's your team's number?
28974.
28974.
Awesome. This is just kind of a little interview. We're just gonna ask you some questions. We want to hear about your robot, your project. We want to hear about how you guys work together as a team. I like your dog.
He's our mascot.
That's your mascot?
Yeah.
What's his name?
William.
William. Bill or just William?
Yeah, well.
Well, all right.
So what's your team's robot? Can you tell us a little about it?
It's called the Aquabot.
And I work on the gadgets, like attaching parts. And Maya and Samuel work on coding. Elise and
scoring.
Elise did scoring. Just see me and Kian sometimes. We line it up, and you and Daphne work on the project.
Oh yeah. We had a limited amount. We didn't have that much time, so we decided to split into groups. We work on the project Robot and Switch. So that's how it worked, and yeah, so we completed a few missions that way.
Awesome.
You know, it's the Aquabot?
Yes. Yeah.
And what's the overall project? What is the idea behind it?
Loads of cells.
Yeah, us too.
Yeah, you guys want.
So for our project, what we did is that we did a disaster relief desalination submarine.
Yeah, the problem is that natural disasters, they knocked over desalination plants and
They leave people.
the salt. There's no fresh water. So we created, thought about making a sub, that would bring people fresh water. And since a submarine can bypass storms, it would be ideal.
And we thought of the largest submarine, which is the Typhoon class.
Okay.
Yeah. The submarine would.
Yeah, because we figured that if it could store a bunch of passengers and all that, like the military equipment or whatever, it can definitely store salt water
And then
anything
desalination.
else.
And it would be ideal to fit a desalination plant in that big
In the
submarine
submarine.
because it would definitely have the space.
Yes, and we were thinking, we also thought like about boats. Like boats, those would just go into a storm and be wrecked. But like if you had a submarine, if there was a tsunami or a hurricane, it could just go right under it and deliver the water.
Transport it right up. Very cool idea. Nice.
Any other questions?
So, how does your team, how do you guys share excitement with each other, with the team?
Well, when we complete something, we always tell each other, unless we're in the same room, because we're like, yay! So then we like plot ideas what we could do. So first we like try to redo it at least like 5 times, 5 to 3 times, and once we got that done, we're like, we just leave it alone so we don't mess anything up.
Also, yesterday we had a meeting, and when the robot did the mission, some of us would jump and say yay.
And they made a cheer.
That's
We
good.
made a cheer for the aquabot.
Right on. How'd you guys come up with Husky? The name?
Well,
that's
it's the
why-
mascot of our school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're like,
Cool.
That's why the little.
Yeah, I think
Gotcha.
So also one thing we also do is when we achieve something, we show the rest of the group, and then we talk about how we solved it, so that we can like pass on the knowledge.
Very smart.
And we sometimes like to take notes so that future generations of robotics will know what we did, and if they would like to solve a future problem, they'll know like what to do it, and they'll solve the problem quicker.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And what do you guys do when you guys hit a problem? How do you guys solve that?
well, we try different things and see
Yeah.
how it works out.
Yeah, like if we have a new program that we've just put into the robot and we run it and it doesn't work out, we usually run it
Multiple times.
to make sure that we know what the problem is, and then we program it so that there isn't a problem.
So once in a while suggested that that we pause it right where it's messing up so we can see what's going on.
That's a good idea.
You guys have a pretty big group. Did you guys have any trouble like making decisions together, or did you just talk it out? How'd that come
Well,
about?
yes, we did have problems because
To choose our project.
choose the project, like deciding what we could do, and we like thought of ideas, and this happened for like 3 days, and we kept on plotting, and then like the second day we were like, can't we just merge some things? So on the 3rd day we thought, hey, if we merge a submarine and also a desalination plant, boom, that could help hurricanes and other natural disasters.
Yeah, we to get the ideas, everyone came up with different ideas, and then we voted on which one to use.
Okay.
You guys vote? Nice. That's a very good idea. And what was the team goal for this project? Did you guys have a certain goal?
At least finish 2 missions, which
Well,
we did.
for the project, but for our project, our goal was to make sure we had all the information we need to support our thing and evidence, and we wanted also information so we could decide, like he said, the Typhoon class submarine would hold it. If we hadn't researched that, we wouldn't have known like how big submarines are.
Definitely. Are these guys your coaches here?
Yeah.
Yes.
How involved were they? Did they help you guys out with like big questions or?
Well, once in a while they help us with the programming if we're unsure whether we would use reflected light or another version, and they help us develop our ideas by asking us like questions like, well, what kind of thing like would you use?
So like they asked us questions that could like help us see if we could get another idea. Like what's the problem and how are you going to solve it? That's one of the questions. And we were like thinking, how are we going to do this? And that helps us.
Like when we wandered off, they really kept us on track because when we were thinking of ideas, we kept thinking of solutions. You know, like, wait, so what is your problem?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Can I steer you back on the road? Cool.
So, and like when they ask us questions, it kind of makes us like reflect on how we can solve the problem, and it really helps us.
Also, not only they help us, we also learn with our coaches.
Nice.
And they're fun, right?
Yeah.
That's the most important part, I think.
So can you guys talk about what each of the team members contributes to the team?
Well, we contribute personal knowledge because we teach each other, like Samuel and Maya, they taught some of us how to program the robot. So then the next year us fifth graders can program. And we also share ideas so then we get better at building the robot and more missions. And and we also contribute with success because we know all of us did a part in this project, which we love to do, and we love to do robotics. So, yeah.
I think each of us has our own strengths, but a lot of times we like to make sure that we teach it to others so they can learn and pass it on too. So that's a big part of it.
Nice. And how do you show that you guys appreciate each other? How do you guys show that you respect, the other member in the group?
Well, we learn when we learn something, we always try to put it to the test and try it and show them, hey, look, I did it thanks to you and stuff like that.
So like we contribute success together with, like, we always know when we come up with an idea, it helps all of us. Then another team member pitches in and like, hey, we did it. And so like, it keeps going on, and then right until that idea is like really good, the whole team contributes, and we're like, oh, we did it.
Did you guys have fun?
Yes.
Yeah? You think you'll do it again next year?
Yeah.
Keep it going?
I don't know.
Maybe?
We're sixth graders, so we're going up again.
Oh, okay, so you have to step up to the next level now. Alright.
Is there
Well,
any last question?
no, I think that's about it. Do you guys have any questions for us?
I think we're good.
Think you guys are good? Alright, well, good luck. Thank you so much. You guys did great.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Okay, teams are ready, refs are ready. Okay, 3, 2, 1, Lego! Okay, the filter has been flipped by Husky Reds.
Ready? Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Go, Aquabot! Go, 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 Aquabot! Oh no, there's no tag safe anymore. There's no tag backs. Not safe anymore. I'm a pool. What I'm safe. Recreate the Alex. Ready? Go. Something here. Wait, what am I? Alex.
Okay,
Hi, we're the head of camp robotics team. This is our robot, Aquabot.
We use a basic structure of V3, and we only added some sensors.
And
used a gyro sensor
Okay.
to help us turn in this mission. So, we found out that it wasn't constant.
Okay. What other sensors? What other sensors are you guys
We
using?
use the touch sensor to do. We use the touch sensor to help us with the pipe mission. It touches. We use it to touch the ground, and when it touches it, it helps the robot to stop. We also added a little Lego ball piece here because the touch sensor wasn't getting touched because it was a little too short.
Okay.
So we added it to make sure it touches.
And that's for the ramp. So when it hits the ramp, okay.
Stop. And then we use the color sensor to go from the filter mission to hit this black line and
Okay.
then turn to go to the
Okay, great. Does it follow the line, or does it just once you see the line, it doesn't turn? Okay, great, great.
Also in the back here we have what we call the poop wheel. Last year we had
Yeah.
we had the wheel in the thing as our back wheel, the caster. Yes, the caster as our back wheel, and so it was inconsistent and kept bumping and doing a different turn each time we went over a mission. And so we took the manure samples. We said, why don't we just put these all together and stick it on a rod and on the back of the robot? And
Yeah.
so it's a poop wheel, and we've had it ever since.
Okay, all right. And do you guys see that you're pretty consistent in your
Yes.
execution? Yeah, that helped a lot.
We even tried our mission again after,
Okay.
and it was way more consistent, we said.
Okay, great. And who were the builders on this team?
We all built a little part of it.
Okay, so you guys all have input in on the building and things like that? But we got one superstar builder over here.
Yeah.
What about programmers?
Well, me and Samuel did some of the programming.
Okay, great. Do you guys have your program printed out? Or your laptop? Or a laptop?
One thing to mention, we built an arm to hook onto the broken pipe.
We used, we made a ruler out of paper, and we marked it, we put it under the wheel, and then we ran it once, marked it, and continued, so that way we would know how far to go.
Okay. And then obviously I can't see your guys' program, but did you guys put notes in your program?
Yeah.
You did? Okay, so anybody can, and you understand the value in doing that, right? So anybody can come and look at it, okay? Okay, great. Well, why don't we see this thing in action? See if the poop wheel, see how that thing goes.
And how did you guys determine what ones you wanted to do?
What?
How did you guys determine what missions you wanted to do?
The first tour we just said we were gonna do filter because it seemed like the simplest one. And then we thought of joining the pipe place and the filter, so that because the pipe place would.
Also, Giselle, I'm pretty sure she would like to talk something about the flag piece.
Oh yeah, right here. We put this thing in the wheel so you can clearly tell how much one rotation is with measuring.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it bumped into that.
And you guys are using this gyro compass as well? You guys find that helped a little bit?
No, wait, so we looked online and Builder do 3,000.
35.
Yeah.
Builder do 35.
He said that it's not reliable.
It's not consistent
Yeah.
doing a gyro turn.
Okay.
We just didn't really do it.
Okay.
We decided to use the poop wheel and back into that because it would mess up our arm and sensors to go forward.
Okay. Well, let's try it again. Let's see it.
You see what I mean? Don't stop it. Just let him go. We probably should have moved that.
If one of you want to grab the laptop from your coach over here, you can go ahead and fire it up and show me. I'll let you guys show me the good notes.
Here it documents how we use the color sensor
Okay.
to aid us here in the pipe replace
Okay.
mission. We experimented with like different turns and degrees because we had to get the exact turn to get in.
Okay.
And then we also needed to adjust our hook a little, and it's gotten longer and longer and better over all the days that we worked.
Okay.
And by the end of the day, the color sensor was getting stuck, so we just had to keep going. And then it was running over the fountain, but we fixed that. We decided to use the touch sensor because we thought, hey, if it touches it, then it wouldn't get stuck because the color sensor was getting stuck on here, allowing it not to come back to base.
Okay, well that's all the time we have, but I do want to say that the documentation is very important. You know, all these technical projects that we do, and that's a plus for me that you guys have that, and that your code was well laid out. It's very good because you can't, obviously, if you're not there, somebody needs to be able to pick that up, and that documentation and those notes are going to really help facilitate that and allow that to happen. So great job, you guys. Good luck on the robot games. And thank
you. Until then, it's been next spring.
Okay, all teams ready, and 3, 2, 1, Lego.
Go Aquabot. Go
Okay, red team gets the broken pipe back to the base. Robo Rex makes it rain.
Whose team are we?
Okay, the Dolphins flipped over the filter.
William Harvey Headingham. His name is William in honor of Will Headingham. William Headingham. And his wife Anne. He's our mascot.
Billy?
Willie.
Billy?
Willie. He will attack you now. He will now attack you into giving us a good score.
Okay, Maya, do you want to lead everybody in your piece?
Okay, everybody. Oh, go ahead.
You chill out.
Okay, everyone. Sit. Now, do the Husky and think about what you're going to say for the project. And go breathe in.
Hot dogs, tacos, and chips.
Breathe in. Wait, where's William? William.
It is 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes. Okay, so give or take, you can be a little more expansive if you want. At about the 5-minute mark, if you guys aren't done by that point, I'll kind of tell you to wrap it up because we're going to have some questions that's going to follow your presentation. Sound good? You guys ready? All right, let's do it.
We're the HuskyQTfull Robotics team. Our team number is 28974.
And our new invention is the disaster relief desalination cell.
The problem is natural disasters destroy water treatment plants, causing scarcity of potable water.
But our solution was that if we used a sub to transport the water, to give them clean water and fresh water, it would be fast response and it would bypass all the storms. And integrating a desalination plant allows water treatment while en route and ready to dispense upon arrival to the site.
And as you see here, are some examples of natural disasters, and you can see that this caused a lot of damages in their water and in the desalination plants.
After researching, we found out that the largest desalination plant in the U.S. is here in Carlsbad. We were planning to put a modified desalination plant in the sub.
And submarines are also a big part of our solution. The Typhoon class submarine is the largest class of submarine there is. This would be useful because it could hold our desalination plant and have a tank for the clean water that it will dispense when it gets to land. Also, an added feature that a submarine can go into water, so it can bypass a tsunami or a hurricane that's going on above, whereas boats cannot. So it can deliver it very quickly. So here are our sites that we used. And we shared this idea with 2 personnel from the Otay Water District. Yeah, thank you. Any questions?
Just using a lot of research. That's good. So what made you guys come up with this idea? Is it just with all the hurricanes or all the weather?
Yeah, when we first started, we heard about Hurricane Irma, lots of Hurricane Maria,
Hurricane
Harvey.
Nate. Or the Hurricane Nate. That's his name.
So there were lots of hurricanes, and there was so much damage done to the land that there was no food and no water. So water is more important than food right at that moment, because you can't survive that long without much water. So we thought of getting some kind of transportation vessel to go deliver fresh water.
But then we also had another idea of something that desalinates water and something with a submarine. And so we decided to merge those 2 into this idea.
Any more questions?
Yeah, so could you go over who you spoke with about the problem again?
2 men from the Otay Water District.
Okay.
Yeah, they came and presented to us, and we decided to ask them, hey, do you think this is a good idea, and share our ideas with them.
Oh, so they presented something to you guys?
Yeah, and then we presented to them.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, you think that it'd be a fairly easy thing to get water when you're this close to the ocean, but that desalination piece can be so difficult to do. No, it's a great idea. If something like this was in place during Hurricane Harvey or even Hurricane Katrina, well before your day, it would have helped out those local communities a great deal. It's a really good idea. How long have you guys been developing this?
Well, for the past 8 weeks, I think,
Okay.
right? 4. No, 8. It was 8.
Oh, yeah.
8. In the past 8 weeks.
Now back to the research you did, the website you looked at. So you went on the Carlsbad website. Was there a lot of good information there about desalination?
That was the first guy.
The first guy.
Ian and C.
Yeah, they mostly did the research.
Okay. What were some of the critical information you pulled?
Well,
from
the Carlsbad desalination plant gets about 50 million gallons of water each day.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
That's a lot of water.
Yeah, the Otay Water guys said a lot about that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that really gives you an idea of what, when you have a desalination plant that's fully operational, how much water it can give. So having even a smaller version of that in natural disasters. So I love the idea. It's a great idea.
That's right, and you're right, I mean, being that it's a submarine, the effects might not have such a huge impact. Because it can just kind of,
because a boat can completely capsize.
Yeah, so you guys presented your idea to the experts at the Otay Water District, is that right?
Yes.
Anyone else that you presented this to?
Nobody else will obviously present to our family, but
When you presented it to the folks over at the Otay, Water District. What were some of their recommendations? What were some questions?
Well, some of their recommendations were like, first you have to, how are you gonna like build it in, and how is it gonna work?
Anything else? Any other observations for you?
Well, we were also thinking, like, they asked, like, would there be people in there? And we said, well, probably it would be, like, programmed or either driven remotely by someone on land.
That's smart. Because nowadays everything is remote, right? Planes, boats.
And who would want to go on a submarine right under a natural disaster?
Yeah, first of all, something can happen, and then water starts flooding in, and like, I'm gonna die.
And they reminded us what would happen if the desalination plant got like damaged.
Yeah. Also, one thing with the desalination plant, it would help because environmentalists don't like how desalination plants just dump a large amount of salt into one area. So on its way there, it could disperse the salt.
We had that.
Well, great
Okay.
job, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good luck for the rest of your day. How's everything else going for you guys? Is it good?
Good.
All right. Good luck.
Good luck. Did you
Take care.
guys already have your
Thank you.
practice?
Three, two, one, Lego.
I'm gonna go far, gonna be a rock star, a rock star, a rock star.